So what I've done here is I've filled the boiling tube half full with cold water. In this tub here I've got some whisking tubing. It's sometimes known as dialysis tubing. I'm going to tie a knot in one end of the dialysis tubing just to seal it off. Be careful not to pull it too tight, it's just got to form a seal. I'm then going to basically put it back into the liquid to keep it pliable, and I'm going to take my syringe, and I've got here some saturated sucrose solution, so a very strong solution of sugar. I'm just going to draw some up into the syringe. Quantity is not important. I've now got my whisking tubing. I've just opened the end of it, and I'm now going to just introduce some of the sucrose solution into the whisking tubing, like so. What I'm aiming to do is to between half and 3/4 fill it. So I'm going to need a little bit more in there. Don't overfill it, otherwise you won't be able to do the next step. So there we go, that looks pretty good there. That's fine. Okay. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to go and rinse it off at the sink, and I'm going to tie a knot in this end just to seal it. Okay, so just going to wash off the surplus sucrose from the outside, and I'm going to just tie a little knot. This is where big sausage fingers are not the most helpful. So basically what we've got is our whisking sausage. It's got sucrose solution inside, and it's nicely sealed. You can see that it's pretty floppy, it's not got much in the way of shape, and I'm going to pop that into the cold water, and we're going to leave that for 25 minutes or so and then see what happens. So I'm going to put that just there like that. So for our second practical, which is going to be about differential permeability, I've again got a boiling tube which is about half full of water. This time I'm going to add 10 drops of iodine. It doesn't matter if you do 9, it doesn't matter if you do 11, as long as it's about that quantity. So there we are, that's our iodine added. You'll notice it's a straw colour, so we'll put the iodine back on the shelf here. I'm now going to take another whisking sausage. I'm going to tie a knot in the end. Again, just tight enough to form a seal. Pop it back in there. This time I've got a strong starch solution, and so I'm going to draw that up into my syringe. Again, exact amount isn't critical, and I'm going to aim again to between half and 2/3 fill it. So we'll just open the tease the top open there, just like so. In goes the syringe. The starch isn't quite as sticky as the sugar solution. Okay, so I'm going to just draw a little bit more up again. That should do fine. What I'm going to do, I'm going to tie a knot in the end here. Like so. You can tell I was never in the Boy Scouts. And I'm going to really thoroughly wash this off, because I don't want any trace of starch left on the outside. You'll find out why if you're not careful with your washing off. And that instantly means you're downgraded. Okay, there we are, that should do nicely. We'll just dry that off a little bit. We're not worried too much about the consistency this time. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to drop the whisking tubing into the iodine solution, and we're going to leave that. But the difference is that I'm not going to come back and look and see what this particular sample has done. You're going to find that out for yourselves in about 25 minutes time. So from now on, if you're about to do an in-class test, once you've set the two boiling tubes up, I'm afraid it's all down to some hard work and some brain work doing the test questions. Good luck.